Hello friends, so here I am CMA Minita Chaudhary to help you with CMA clarification regarding the new syllabus 2022. So if you have not subscribed our channel by now, please subscribe and share this video with all your friends who are appearing for CMA exam or will be enrolling for the new syllabus to have all the information. So let's start. So now about CMA syllabus 2022, the applicability. It is applicable since now. Like if you will be registering from now onwards, there will be no admission for CMA old syllabus 2016. All the admissions since now will be for CMA syllabus 2022. That is the first thing. The next thing is, what is the clarification regarding the conversion from old syllabus to new syllabus? So before going on to that, let's understand from when the exams will be conducted. The old syllabus exam will be till, as per the notification from institute, will be till December 2023, and the new syllabus examinations will start from June 23. So for June 23 and December 23, the exams will have both kind of students who are appearing for old syllabus as well as new syllabus. Okay, that is very clear. So now let's understand, if anyone wants to convert from old syllabus to new syllabus, so how can we understand if what exemptions they will be getting or what are the benefits that they will be getting? So let's start. For intermediate students, if you have cleared any one of the group in your old syllabus, that is syllabus 2016, and now you are converting to the new syllabus, syllabus 2022, then you will be getting exemption from that same group which you have already qualified in your old syllabus. For example, if you qualified group 1 in your CMA intermediate old syllabus, then you will be exempted from group 1 examination in your new syllabus. You have to appear only group 2 from the new syllabus, and then you can qualify for your intermediate examination. Similarly, if you have qualified group 2 in CMA old syllabus intermediate, then once you convert into your new syllabus, you will be exempted from CMA intermediate group 2 examination. You just have to pass out the CMA intermediate group 1 to qualify for the intermediate examinations. Same thing is applicable for the finals. If in finals you have completed your group 3 in your old syllabus, then you will be exempted for appearing from group 3 in your new syllabus in case you get conversion. And if you have cleared your group 4 in your old syllabus, then you will be exempted from group 4 examination in your new syllabus examinations. Okay, so if you have completed both of the groups, then obviously you will be appearing for the new syllabus to the new examination, like from inter to final. Okay, now let's move on to the subject-wise exemptions. So you know, if you get above 60% marks in any particular subject, that subject is exempted from appearing in the next 3 terms of the examinations. You don't have to appear for those papers, right, for the next 3 terms. So that is how it will continue. For a specific subject, we have similar subjects to in the new syllabus. If you have scored more than 60% in the old syllabus in that subject, then there is a subject respective to that subject in the new syllabus, to which you will also get exemption in a continuation of 3 terms. So let's understand how these subjects are related. So let's see, from intermediate first of all, we have it written down here. In syllabus 2016, if you have got exemption in paper 5 financial accounting, then you will be getting similar exemption in paper 6 financial accounting as per the new syllabus. So if you have got exemption for 3 terms here, then that will be carried forwarded to the new syllabus for paper 6. Okay. So if you have got exemption in paper 6 laws and ethics as per the syllabus 2016 and you get converted into new syllabus, you will get similar exemption for the subject as paper 5 business law and economic law. So if you have got exemption here, then that exemption will be converted to the subject exemption. You don't have to appear the subject in new syllabus. If you have got exemption in paper 7 direct taxes and paper 11 indirect taxes, if you have got exemption in both the subjects as per the old syllabus, then you will get exemption in paper 7 direct taxes and indirect taxes. But remember here, if you have got exemption in both of the subject, direct tax and indirect tax, then only you will get exemption in paper 7 direct and indirect taxes as per the new syllabus. But if you have got exemption only in direct tax or only in indirect tax, then you won't be getting any exemption for paper 7. So to get this exemption as per the new syllabus, you have to get exemption in both of these papers, paper 7 and 11 as per the old syllabus. So this is a bad news for some of the students, like who have got exemption in either of the papers, say either direct taxes or either indirect taxes, and is getting converted into syllabus 22, then they won't be getting any exemption for a single paper. They have to reappear this paper, which is a combination of both the papers. So now let's come to the cost accounting. For cost accounting, if you have got exemption in paper 8 cost accounting, you will get similar exemption for paper 8 cost accounting in new syllabus. If you have got exemption in paper 9 OMSM, you will get same exemption in paper 9 OMSM as per the new syllabus. If you have got exemption in paper 10 cost management accounting and financial accounting, you will get similar exemption in paper 12 management accounting. Okay, paper 10 cost management accounting and financial management, for that you will be getting exemption in paper 12 management accounting as per the new syllabus. If you have got exemption in paper 12 in old syllabus, company accounts and audit, you will get similar exemption in paper 10 corporate accounts and audit. So that is all about intermediate. If you have any questions, you can let us know in the comment box below or can join our Telegram channel. In our Telegram channel, we will be also sharing the institute notification that has been given by the institute regarding these conversion of syllabus. So please click on the link in the description below to go to the Telegram channel and have access to the notification from the institute. Okay, so now let's move on to the final. Similar subject-wise exemptions that we will be getting in final. So let's start. If you have got exemption in paper 13 corporate law and compliance as per syllabus 2016, then you will be getting similar exemption in paper 13 corporate and economic laws in new syllabus. So it's good, you don't have to study the economic laws as per the new syllabus if you have already got the exemption in the paper 13 as per the old syllabus. If you have got exemption in paper 14 SFM as per the old syllabus, same paper 14 SFM you will get exemption as per the new syllabus. If you have got exemption in paper 15 SCMDM, that is strategic cost management and decision making, then you will be getting similar exemption in paper 16 SCM, strategic cost management as per syllabus 2022. If you have got exemption in paper 16 direct taxes and international taxation as per syllabus 2016, then you will be getting exemption in paper 15 direct taxes and international taxation in syllabus 2022. If you have got exemption in paper 17 CFR financial reporting as per syllabus 2016, then you will be getting similar exemption in paper 18 CFR as per the new syllabus. Paper 18 IDT, you will have similar exemption in paper 9 IDT of syllabus 2022. Paper 19 cost and management audit, the same exemption you will have in paper 17 cost and management audit, that is a new syllabus. So you can see we have more or less similar subjects in old and new syllabus in CMA final. So you will, is it just the paper numbers are flipped somewhere, like strategic cost management 15, 16, then IDT and international, the numbers are flipped. Otherwise paper names are same. So you will get the same exemptions. There is no harm in that. In just intermediate we had the cry of about direct taxes, like if you are having exemption in either of the taxes, you won't get any benefit in new syllabus. But in final you don't have any such kind of thing regret. So now come to paper 20. You know, in old syllabus we had paper 20 as SPMBV, strategic performance management and business evaluation. But as per the new syllabus 2022, paper 20 has now become optional, the elective paper. You are given some examples, some papers as optional papers, out of which you have to select one of them. So out of those optional papers from which you have to select one of them, one of the paper, that is paper 20A, is SPMBV, Strategic Performance Management and Business Evaluation, which was initially a compulsory paper in paper 20 as per the old syllabus. So if you have got exemption in paper 20 as per the old syllabus, you are already exempted from the new syllabus paper 20, that is the elective paper. Okay? So that's all about subject-wise exemptions. Hope you don't have any doubt. Please share this video with your all CMA friends so that they also get this doubt cleared. And yes, one more information, anyone who wants to get converted from old syllabus to new syllabus has to apply 6 months before the examination with the institute. But the process of conversion is yet not disclosed by the institute. Once we have that information, we will come with another video for all of you. So please subscribe our channel so that you get the video at the earliest. Thank you.